welcome to English 101. This is a short video and I'm going to take you through how to work eCampus, the syllabus, the schedule, course policies, and the next video, which you should also watch today, will be over the narrative paper, an introduction to that. So because of software and purchase reasons, there will be about two 15-minute videos per day, sometimes shorter, but there's not much else, and that counts as course instruction. So on eCampus, the home page should look like this. You have coursework. You can read the introductions, how-tos if you want more information. The syllabus and course policies, I already sent out an email that has this information, but in case you didn't get the information or didn't download or anything, you can go ahead and look this up. So we'll start with the syllabus policies. I know it's pretty boring, but important when you're entering this class. So we have my contact information here, my email. That is the best way to get a hold of me. I will be checking it quite frequently. We will be holding some conferences, virtually, of course. So I'll talk a little bit about that later in the semester. You can read this course description. The work in progress we won't really be using a lot. However, if you feel like you want to purchase it, that's fine. Easy Writer will help you with citation stuff later on in the semester. Here are the course goals, foundations, etc. Office hours and email. Really just email me if you have any questions. I do check my email a lot, so I'll get back to you pretty quickly. Classroom etiquette. This is an online class, obviously, so please just watch your tone, how you respond to other peers and myself in either email form or discussion boards. Sometimes it's hard to tell when someone's serious, joking, the tone, etc. So late work and incomplete grades, you can read the policies on that. There are no incomplete grades for all summer courses. English 101. Late work, it says, will not be accepted. This is such a fast-paced course that you should kind of wake up every Monday through Friday, check online. Like I said, there are three main things. The YouTube videos, you watch these. They're relatively short and hopefully very helpful. Then the free writes and the journals, which I'll show you how to access those in just a second. And then the last thing that you're responsible for is the actual work that's on the syllabus, which we'll get to in just a second. Attendance policy. So your attendance counts for just doing the work that I ask you to do every day. So that's the free writes, that's like the introduction discussion board. If these are done on time and you do like a minimum amount of work, then you'll be fine. That counts as your attendance. And the attendance, as you can see here, is participation counts as 10%. And work in progress, page 4, which I'll put the rubrics online, has more information about participation. So that includes all of your free writes, which is under the journal function. That includes submitting anything on time, tone, stuff like that. Exploratory writing, the 20%, these are, you have to have 10 pages of exploratory writing throughout the whole semester, aka 6 weeks for the summer. You can find out more information page 3 of work in progress, but each week you'll have 1 to 3 of these due, depending on when the major projects are due. They should be a minimum of 1 page in length, double spaced. I will put all of this information and remind you throughout the semester because I know you're probably all very busy and have other things on your mind. The formal writing, this is 70%, as you can see. So the formal writing is the 3 major papers. The narrative paper is the first, which I'll talk about in the next video. Rhetorical analysis is our second paper, and exploratory or stakeholder paper is the third. These you will compile into a midterm portfolio and then a final portfolio. This is a process-based course. That means you have the opportunity to take my feedback, take your peers' feedback, and employ it in revisions. So the narrative you will not get a grade on until the very, very end of the semester. You will get a midterm report that will also have a grade to see how you're doing, and you can always at any point in the semester, and we'll see how your progress is coming. But the main goal of this is the focus is making you a better writer, so you can enter 102 feeling comfortable and also take these skills with you into your professional lives as well. So the three main papers at the end of the semester, you will compile a final portfolio, and that will be the thing that I grade at the very, very end. So week 6, well, I'll talk about that in a lot of detail, but don't fall behind whenever the papers are due. That's when you should turn them in, and then I will provide you with ample feedback on all 3 major projects and your midterm portfolio to help guide you and make your final portfolio, the best it can possibly be. All right. Social justice, you can read this on your own. If you have a disability of any kind, please do contact me immediately. I will do my best to accommodate. The Writing Studio is a good on-campus resource, and the WELL WVU, if you have any sort of crisis, you can contact me, but also WELL WVU is a resource that you are paying for already, so really take advantage of it if you need to. The library, we won't really be using it that much, but just know, it exists. A lot of students go their whole 4 years here and don't really step inside of the library. It's a nice place to work. Okay, plagiarism. We will talk about plagiarism throughout the semester. The 2 main points are, with plagiarism, obviously you cannot use anyone else's work without proper citation. So throughout the course of the semester, not for the first paper, but for papers 2 and 3 especially, this means you need to have an MLA citation when you take someone else's ideas or their direct words. The other thing about plagiarism, number 2, is you cannot recycle work from a course that you've already taken. So let's say that you took English 101 before and you didn't do well or you didn't pass. You cannot, by the plagiarism policy, which is the same for all English 101 classes, you cannot recycle that work and use it in this course, not even a part of it. And please, please, please just make it easier for yourself and for me by not trying to sneak in work. The English department has this giant web of teachers. We all know each other. If something's suspicious, we all contact each other. So I don't assume that any students are doing that, but I just want to make you aware that recycling your own work even if it's from a history class, it's considered plagiarism. So please just produce everything from scratch. So these are the course policies. Like I said, you can take time to read through them again. Let's go ahead and move on to the syllabus. So if we go back to eCampus, it is under the same folder of Syllabus Schedule. I have it already pulled up here. So the Syllabus Schedule, I've provided some abbreviations for you here. The narrative unit is the first paper, like I've said. This will be the first week. So today is Monday. We're doing the introduction syllabus review. I will introduce the narrative, paper, conventions, rubrics in the next video. And you have nothing due today, well, except for the introductory discussion board and the free write. So tomorrow, as you can see, I've put up 2 readings, and I'll show you where to access those in just a second. They're very short. I know you're very busy, so please do the readings. They are not busy work. I have meticulously sifted through all of the English department material to find the one that are the shortest or the most helpful for you. So Tuesday, I'll have another video up, and we'll start digging into the paper a little bit more. As you can see, the narrative paper is due by Friday at midnight, or 11:59 p.m. on eCampus. So this is a super fast-paced course. It's 15 weeks shoved into 6. Your first writing response is due 4 p.m. on eCampus. I'll talk a little bit about that more tomorrow. So please, 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 for your benefit and for mine, make a schedule for yourself, or meticulously look at this schedule, okay? And the rest of it we'll kind of talk to when we get through to it. The midterm portfolio is due on July 15th, and the final portfolio that I'm grading for a grade is due on August the 5th. Grades are due so you should know what you have in this course by the 9th or the 10th. Alright, email me if you have questions about this. So the last material, the last thing that I provided for you guys is this here. It says helpful guide. So the last material that I have for you guys says helpful guide down here, and that is this document. So I tried to make this as self-explanatory as possible. So it says most materials under coursework, which is here. And then here's your journal for your free writes and your discussion for peer reviews and also for the introductory discussion. So coursework has most of the material, but under extra material, I will open up modules as they become relevant. This extra material is really just provided by the English department. I think there's some useful stuff in it. A lot of it is somewhat redundant, so I've kind of cut out a lot of pieces, and those are the pieces I put on the syllabus. If you want more material, please visit the extra material section on eCampus. Like I said, I'll open the units and modules as they become relevant. The journals on eCampus, there are 25 total that you're doing throughout the 6 weeks, and that is a free write. They're 3 to 5 minutes long. I have a prompt for you. Literally, if you just do them and you fill up a couple sentences and it answers the prompt, you'll get full credit and they count toward participation. So don't wait until the end of the week to complete these. Do them every day and I will respond to them. I already mentioned the 3 major projects. I already mentioned the exploratory writing. These are due at 4 p.m. on specific days. They're all listed on the syllabus already. There are 10 of them. So please keep track of these. I will not email you every single time about when they are due, but know that each one is due at 4 p.m. on specific days. The 4 p.m. marker is to give myself enough time to grade them and to return them to you with feedback. Often that will help you with your more formal papers. Alright, I already talked about participation. Every typed assignment should be double spaced. Sometimes students are not aware of that. Do not single space. Also, submit everything. I don't have a Mac, so you need to submit it in these formats: .doc, .docx, or .pdf. Not pages. I cannot read pages. I will send it back to you and say resubmit. I already mentioned the readings. And if you have any issues, don't wait to tell me. This is a very fast-paced class. There are no incompletes. There is a repeat policy, but let's just catch the issues before they become bigger problems. I created a little cheat sheet here for you, paper submissions. This is basically where you submit your papers online. And I'm going to just show you these, but you have this little chart to help you with that. Okay. So coursework, we already went to that. Under coursework papers, we have the first unit already open, and this is where all your readings will come from for the first unit. The assignment sheet, I'll talk about in the next video. The feedback form, outline form, all that's in the next video. This is the showing versus telling documents, the readings for this week, style documents, readings for this week. Okay? If we go back to coursework, then you'll see you also have exploratory writing. This is where you turn in your writing response 1. Okay, you'll click it, and then it has the due date, it has some instructions here. You go to browse my computer. Once you have the paper written, you would just click on it, open, attach it, and submit. Okay, if you have any questions about that or if that was too fast, just please let me know. And journals, you just click on this. You go up here, create journal entry, type it up, and then I will be able to see it under here, and I'll provide you some comments on that as well. So the video is about to end. Go ahead and watch the next video, and I'll give you some more instruction on how to start the narrative paper. But if you have any questions about the syllabus or the course policies, please do let me know, and welcome again.